Sup guys? Hello, hello, hello. Benny, did you hear that? Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you all are doing well today. This is Benny. We're here with Benny today, guys. I hope you all are doing well. And Frankie's over in the corner, but you can't see him. I just wanted to say hi and see how y'all were doing today. I know, Benny. We're live. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. I know, this is our second big IRL stream. And the stream looks good. It does look good. I'm pretty happy with how the stream looks. So, it's definitely not bad at all. It might be a bit cropped in, but you know, that's fine. How is everybody doing tonight? Let me know down in the chat. I'm just glad I got it all connected here. Yeah. It seems like the frame was a bit off, but that's fine. Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing's perfect when you do live streams, but you know what, guys? We try our best here. Hi, hello. I see people coming into the chat. How are you tonight? Yeah, I'm just chilling with Benny here tonight, guys. I'm using these kind of at-home streams to kind of do some testing. Kind of getting the feel for doing IRL streams. But yeah, Benny's just chowing down. He's munching. He's having a good time. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. I am going to do another stream later tonight. I'm going to be playing some Power Wash Simulator tonight. I'll be doing that in about maybe about 2 hours or so. But yeah, should be cool. Yeah, I'm still getting the hang of like all the IRL stuff. I mean, I'm definitely not like the best at it, but I'm trying. So it's definitely like a work in progress. Yeah, I don't know why the frame is so much smaller than the stream, but you know, nothing is perfect, but we try our best here, guys. But yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. How are you guys doing tonight down in the chat? Let me know. I know, Benny. I know, Mr. Benny. Come on. I know people want to see you, Benny. People want to see you. Here. Benny. There you go. People want to see you. There you go. Here you go, Benny. I know. And so that's why I'm using these kind of as a test. To kind of test things out. I'm still using Streamlabs. It's been better now that I know how to schedule streams, but yeah, our friends, I think LDF were live tonight, and they were at Legoland with our friend Dragonblood. It was a good time. And yeah, we're just gonna be testing this out tonight. See how the stream quality holds up. But yeah, let me know how y'all are doing. Hopefully the chat is rolling. Let me test the chat here, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good night. Yep, the chat is working. I don't know why it's all the way up at the top though. See, I still need to get that, I still need to tweak the chat. There's a lot of things I need to do, guys. There's a lot of things I need to tweak and make sure that I get all set before I go live. It's just a work in progress, guys. But yeah, you guys can say hi to Benny. Say hi, Benny. I know. I'm just that I'm surprised he's saying so still. It's because normally he's just hopping, jumping, and he's constantly running all over the place, guys. He is one crazy pig. That's what I will say about that, is that he is one crazy pig. So, but yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. And I know a lot of you are watching LDF right now. That's fine. But yeah, I'm using these as kind of like tests, to kind of test things out. And yeah. I'm glad you all are here tonight. But yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting a bit tired today. I guess this is because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I definitely didn't get enough sleep, guys. I've been kind of transitioning over to a late night gamer and streamer, so I've been been up all night. Oh, I forgot to turn off or disable my notifications on my phone. Oh no, I forgot to do that. That's one less thing. One other thing I forgot to do. So if we get calls, we might get interrupted here. But yeah, Benny says hi. Just said, I know he looks a lot more plump on camera, but like compared to Frankie, he is pretty thin. I hate to say this, but Frankie's gotten fat, guys. Frankie's gotten pretty big. So but yeah. I don't know why it's so disproportioned on the screen tonight, but yeah, I guess it's just a learning process. I don't know if I'm gonna use these frames or these borders. I still got a lot to learn, guys. So yeah, but yeah, Benny says hi. I just, the only way I could keep him chill is if I put a bunch of greens in his bed today, because if not, he would be going all over the place here. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, guys, everything's been going good. Hopefully we don't get any spam calls or anything during the stream, and then the stream shuts down. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys Benny and give you an opportunity to say hi to him. And if I don't get a copyright, I might even turn something on TV for a while too, just to let you guys roll in here. But yeah, guys, I'm just glad y'all are here. It's been good, guys. It's been good. I'm pretty happy with how things have been. I'm been pretty happy with my life. You know, when I started doing all this live stream stuff, I never quite imagined that live streaming would impact my life so much. I just never felt like it would go anywhere. I always tell people this. And I think Kevin Sue even was kind of he was even asking me this last night, or I think yesterday or the day before. And I told him I have like 16 years of professional experience in film and television, and he was quite surprised by that. And he's like, "Why are you doing like all this streaming?" And that's like, and you know, I kind of had to think about it, and I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't have a good didn't have a good answer. But you know what? I thought about it and I was like, you know, I'm not even like a big gamer, and I know that comes as a big shock to so many people when they hear that and they're like, "Why do you have a gaming channel then?" And you know, that's a very good question. I have a lot of friends who are gamers and people who are really big into gaming, and my younger brother David, he's really big into gaming, and I keep telling him that he needs to start streaming too. And but he's shy, guys. He's a bit shy, and that seems to be the overall theme with a lot of people that I know who game, is that they're fantastic gamers, way more skilled than me, but they're all too shy to like stream or go live. And like, I totally get it, guys. I have cerebral palsy. I even have a speech impediment, and you know, I always joke with my friends or joke with people saying I'm in the wrong field to be doing this, because I have a speech impediment and I should not be streaming. But you know, that seems to be the constant theme, is I see a lot of gamers who are really good at gaming and have been doing it pretty much like their whole lives, and they're like super good at it, but they don't feel comfortable going live. And I was even talking to Dragon Blood about this a couple days ago. I think his friend or something came over to his house, and they've been playing some football. They've been playing some NFL Madden together on the PS5, and even Dragon Blood was telling me that that his friend was nervous about going live and about trying to stream the games and stuff. So yeah, that seems to be a pretty constant theme with most people. And boy, do I understand that. I've been streaming video games for like one whole year, guys. I think we just passed like the 1 year mark for me, and it took me a whole year, guys. It took me a whole year just to start feeling confident to come on here and to stream and to talk in front of you. Hi, Beanie. Everybody say hi to Benny. Now he's done with his food. He's going to check out things. He's going to say hi. He's going to get a bit more rambunctious. I'm going to try to control him here. but yeah, guys, it took me like a whole year. Like, just try to imagine that. Like, it took me a whole year just to feel confident enough to even like start talking on well, not on camera, but on the streams. So I'm still a bit self-conscious about showing my face in like IRL streams. That's something I'm gonna still have to like build up to myself, but I'm getting more comfortable doing this. And yeah, I totally get it. And some of my friends, I mean, they're not like, some of my friends are down to do it, and some of my friends aren't down to stream games with me. I would say the vast majority of them are not. And the ones who are, their lives are pretty preoccupied right now. So right now I've been streaming a lot with my friend Dragonblood. He's from California. Him and his lovely wife, Miss Dragonblood, and been streaming with them. It's been great. Can't complain. Been very happy with streaming with them. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah. I think it's easier if you stream with people, like if you're compared to if you're doing it like yourself. So it's definitely a lot harder if you're gonna just do it on your own. And you know, there's a lot of times, well, not as much now because I'm getting more confident doing this, but I would say there was a lot of times where I didn't want to stream by myself because it would just give me too much anxiety, and I would just wish I had someone to stream with me. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I need to keep an eye on the guinea pig because he does scamper a lot more than the other guinea pig does, so I need to keep an eye on him. Benny, stay in the basket. But yeah, I think it just I learned this from another streaming friend of mine, Deconstruction Gaming. Big shout out to him. He actually helped me a whole lot, guys. Oh my goodness. He was helping me like from the beginning. Like he was helping me even when I was streaming off of my PlayStation 5, like at the very beginning. And I know I said this a lot on the channel, but if you want to get into streaming, start streaming on your consoles. That's the best way to get started doing it. And then you can just go from there. And because streaming on your consoles, they made it very streamlined. You just need to turn on the console, turn on the game. You just can pretty much start instantaneously. But if you're doing it like using a capture card and you have it connected to like a computer, it's a whole nother ball game, guys. It's like, and like, I know I say this a lot before I go live with a lot of streams I do, and I say like it takes 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't think I've had a game where it took 3 hours to set things up quite yet. I've had it almost come up to like 2 hours. But yeah, if you're going to be streaming using a capture card and a laptop, guys, it's just going to be a lot more technical. That's when it starts to feel like a production. That's when it feels like you're taking the time to make sure your description is right, your hashtags are right, your thumbnail is right. And I know I've gotten a lot of heat lately from people saying, why should we watch you, because all your thumbnails are all AI made and I get that. But guys, I've been doing this for like 16 years professionally. I've worked in Photoshop my entire life, and I told somebody this, and I told them the reason why I'm using AI for the thumbnails and for the video description and the hashtags is because if I didn't, it would take me so much longer. And I know that sounds like I'm being a bit lazy, and yeah, I will totally give you that point. But I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time, guys, professionally, and I told them I need a break. So anything that can help me streamline the process and help get videos out back to back, because there's been a couple times when Dragon Blood and I stream, and we just wrap up one stream and we agree to play another game, like right then, and I need to get all that stuff done like that. And if I didn't have the AI to help me and have those tools, there's no way I would be able to do streams back to back to back. It just cuts down on the time drastically, even though it takes, like, I would say at minimum, or I would say average, it takes like a full hour just to set up a whole game stream before I even start playing it. Sometimes I need to test the game out before I stream. Sometimes I need to practice playing the game before I stream. Sometimes I need to make sure I go into the game beforehand and I tweak all the options and I turn down the volume or turn down the soundtrack so I don't get like a copyright on the video. There's a lot of things I need to do before I even go live, guys. So, and I know a lot of live streamers already know this, and I was thinking about this today, is that there's not like a course or any sort of instruction manual that teaches people like how to do this. And I'm starting to see this where I've really had to just learn this as I go and talk to different live streamers, talk to people. That's honestly been the biggest thing that has helped me the most, guys, is just talking to people, and getting a feel, from them and getting advice from people. There's not really like a manual or like a class, I think, or I mean there might be. There might be some YouTubers that might of course we'll make YouTube videos on how to do live streaming from different perspectives on it, like how to like organize your stream and do all that. But but to be honest, like I was thinking about this today, and I was like, there is no like set rule book out there currently that is telling live streamers, hey, this is what you need to do to get started live streaming from point A to Z. And I've been doing this for 1 whole year, guys, and I'm still trying to like learn things on my own. There's not like a class or a course or anything like that particularly that I've found that will cover the whole gamut. Like I've found small things that can help people, like maybe there will be some videos on YouTube, but there's not anything that covers the whole spectrum. So and like I said, the only way that I've learned this is through talking to other live streamers and having them give me advice and help me kind of learn how to do this. Hi, Benny. Say hi to Benny, guys. He's here for you guys tonight. Say hi to Benny. Say hi to Benny. I know, Benny. Hi, Miss Garcia. Say hi to Benny. Man, it's taken a while for you guys to roll in here tonight. How are you? Say hi to Benny. He says hi. I have no idea how he's staying so calm. I was kind of nervous because I was like, there's no way I'm going to make him stay calm for this whole live stream. But, yeah, back to what I was saying. There's no full course or class or manual that will teach you live streaming. You just kind of have to jump into it. And like I said, I have learned everything about doing this from talking to people. I haven't read anything. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to like how to set up your Streamlabs, or if you're using OBS, and you know, there's a lot of different parts that you need to learn and then have it all come together. And like I said, I'm still trying to learn how to get this stuff to operate right. Obviously, I don't have the frame adjusted correctly tonight, but yeah, that's Benny. Say hi to Benny. Say hi to Benny, Miss Garcia. Let me know how I sound. I have my microphone plugged in. Let me know if I sound good. I don't know if you can hear it from my microphone on my hat, so just let me know. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are starting to roll into the chat. There's a lot of things I'm still trying to learn to get this all figured out. But you know, a lot of you guys have helped me out. And that's kind of like the one thing that I've honestly learned from doing this, is that there's no manual, there's no instruction booklet on how to learn how to be a live streamer. You just kind of have to talk to people, get advice from people, talk to people who stream, or you could watch YouTube content or YouTube tutorials online. But I've been doing this a whole year, and like, man, I just wish there was a streamlined process that could teach people how to do this in one go, instead of going through pretty much everything I had to go through. And but it's been fun, guys. I've been enjoying it. It's been a fun ride. And I think, you know, when Kevin Sue asked me, why am I doing this now when I have like 16 years of professional video work under my belt? And I'm like, well, you know, I just kind of fallen in love with it. It's so nice. Like, there's so much community here, and that's the thing that I really didn't see before when I wasn't live streaming. And then even before that, like when I didn't watch other live streams, and I don't think a lot of people know that. That's why I would like to get my friend Devin, who he's also a film maker too. And I was telling him, hey, like, if you want to learn live streaming, come talk to me. I will be happy to get you into this. It's been great. I've been just enjoying it so much. And that's the number one takeaway, is that is that sense of family and friendship and community that just has made this so great for me. And that's why I've been enjoying it so much. It's not about the views. It's not about the likes. It's not about money, guys. I've said this before. I'll say this again. I'm not monetized on this channel. I don't make a dime from doing this. This has just been something I've enjoyed doing so much. So, but yeah, it's been a journey. So I still need to get more comfortable doing the IRL streams. I'm taking slow steps. Since I already know how to do all the gaming streaming pretty much by heart, I don't need to like talk to people how to do it anymore. I don't have to like look up a bunch of tutorials or find stuff on Google on like, how do I do this? How do I do that? Does he need a blanket? No. He's fine. I will say that it is pretty warm here. It's not cold. It's not too hot. Yeah, he is fine. Yeah. He's perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm just glad to show you guys Benny tonight in the chat. And yeah, it's just been a journey. It's been great. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting all over again, guys. I feel like I've learned so much this past year doing it that I absolutely feel like I'm starting all the way over from square one. Starting from day one when I started live streaming on my games. And man, it's so scary because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to screw things up. Obviously, I think I screwed this stream up because the chat's on the top when I try to put it on the bottom and the frame's not like on there correctly or something. I mean, it looks fine on my phone. It doesn't look correct on my laptop. But let me know if the frame is going around the whole border. I don't think it is. So, but yeah, that's part of the learning process. I'm going to make mistakes doing this, and that's why I'm taking those small steps all over again. Doing the IRL streaming is kind of getting comfortable doing it from home, gradually going outside, walking and talking, just taking those gradual steps and trying to build my live stream up that way. But yeah, Benny doesn't need a blanket. He's fine. Right, Benny? You don't need a blanket. You don't need a blanket. Tell Miss Garcia you don't need a blanket. I know. You don't need a blanket. I know. And he's quite talkative. He's become a little bit more talkative than my other guinea pig has. I think he's just because he's a lot younger, and I think for Frank, he's just a lot older now. But yeah, I'm surprised he's staying so chill. I was getting nervous, guys, because I was like, how the hell am I gonna get him to stay still? And man, he's staying still for me. So but with my other guinea pig, Frank, I know this is gonna sound crazy when I say this. I can keep him in his bed, and I can go into the next room in my apartment, do something, come back, and I don't have to worry about it one bit. I know he's gonna be fine. Hi, Sanchez. Nice to see ya, Sanchez. Say hi to Benny. Sanchez, say hi to Benny. Benny, say hi to Sanchez. He's here to see you. I know. Now he's getting all nervous because I think he knows he's on camera, right? I think you know you're on camera. I think he knows he's on camera tonight. But yeah, both of my guinea pigs are not camera shy. They both love being on camera. I remember when Frankie was a lot younger. Oh, he loved being on camera. I think he loved the camera just a bit too much, guys. I know you. Oh, I know you see that camera, don't you? You see the camera. I know you do. But I was thinking about this too, guys. I think we don't give guinea pigs enough props, because I think they're a lot more intelligent than people probably think they are. You know, like, I can go all the way into another part of my apartment, and if they hear the cabinet door open, they will know that I'm getting food from my cabinet. And they'll go off, and they'll be trying to get me to give them a snack. So, I mean, they're clearly very, very intelligent. I think they're a lot smarter than people think they are. I feel like they notice things probably more than dogs do sometimes. and like, I don't mean like all dogs, but I think that they're a lot more smart than people think they are. And both of my guinea pigs are very well trained. I don't feel quite comfortable putting them together too much, because, like I said, the male guinea pigs, you need to be really careful because they get very territorial. The female guinea pigs seem to do a lot better when they're like in packs. The males get a bit they get a bit territorial, so you need to be careful when you put two males together. Not saying like mine will hurt each other. I've never seen them like actually hurt each other. You just need to be careful. You need to be prepared, make sure something doesn't happen. You just don't know when it comes to the guys. But yeah. So I have two separate cages for them. He is in my bedroom, and my second guinea pig, he's out here in the family room. So yeah. But if you guys have any particular questions that you would like to ask about taking care of them, I would be happy to answer those tonight. So just let me know down in the chat. Don't say things like, can you feed them like a jar of peanut butter? And I say that jokingly because I once had a friend of mine, and I don't know if he was being for real or if he was just joking around, but I kid you not, he did ask me if guinea pigs can eat peanut butter, and I'm like, no, they can't eat peanut butter. And if you didn't know this, guinea pigs are omnivores, guys. They strictly eat vegetables and fruit and greens. You can feed them grains. You need to be very careful of it. And of course they consume hay. So, but yeah, you cannot feed a guinea pig peanut butter. I still don't know if my friend was joking about that or not. So, but yeah, don't feed your guinea pig like a lot of human food. That's not good. So, because their tummies cannot process it. So, but yeah, I'm glad you guys can see Benny for the first time. I don't know if you guys can see this, but his ears are much smaller than my other guinea pig's ears. I don't know why that is. There are different types of breeds of guinea pigs. Both of them, I did adopt them from the SPCA. My mom actually takes care of a lot of foster animals there, and all my guinea pigs have been adopted, guys. So, but I don't know what type of breeds they are. That's one thing that the documentation they gave me didn't quite tell me. I don't really know what type of breed he is, and I don't know. Hello, did you see that? You did see that. I know you saw that. I don't know what type of breed he is, and I don't know what type of breed Frankie is particular. But yeah, I've noticed that his ears are so much smaller though. Are just like so tiny that you can't see them. And if I get my second guinea pig on here, you'll see the massive difference of how much smaller his ears are in comparison. But yeah. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the chat. I do need to keep an eye on the time, guys, because I am going to go live at 12 o'clock my time. It's currently like 10:30. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming this for. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about taking care of these fine, adorable creatures, chat away. Type them down in the chat. Let me know. I will be happy to answer all of your questions. I would love to turn on the TV, but I'm afraid I might get a copyright strike. So I'm here to just show you off Benny beforehand. But yeah, let me know how I sound. Oh yeah, I'm glad he looks cute. I'm glad he looks so cute. Of course you look so cute. You look so cute. I know you do. I know you do. I know, Benny. I know. People love you. People love you, Benny. I know. I joke with all my friends and family saying, these guys right here, guys, are the true all-stars on this channel. They are more popular than me. I know. You're more popular than me, buddy. You're more popular than me. And even when I first started the gaming channel about a year or so ago, I even my friends were telling me then, if I put the guinea pigs on the stream, that the guinea pigs will become more popular than me. Miss Garcia says, do you have to take them to the vet or to get shots or like anything like that? No, that's the pretty good thing about taking care of them. Is that they don't require a lot of trips to the doctor, to the vet. They don't even get like flus or they don't get colds. They're pretty tough animals. I mean they can. I mean, not saying they absolutely can't. I mean they can. But in my experience taking care of them, they like I will tell you this. Compared to owning a dog or a cat, you're gonna have far less trips to the doctor taking care of these guys. Far less. And my friend Sky, he's also a streamer from Canada, he loves guinea pigs too, and he said it this way, and I think he said it the best, is that guinea pigs are kind of like those pets you put on autopilot, and you kind of just let them do their own thing. You definitely need to take care of them. They're not as autopilot as if you get like a small goldfish or like a betta fish or anything like that. I mean, just you definitely need to like take care of them, and that's the number one thing I think most families get wrong, is that you'll see a lot of families buy different kinds of guinea pigs and then they'll give them to their kids, and then their kids will kind of like start to neglect them because of course they're young, and then you'll see a lot of families who they will adopt these guys and then they'll just kind of pawn them off. And I hate to say this, I've heard stories. I don't want to like get into it because it gets kind of dark, but I've even heard some people will just kind of, I don't know, just that we were just leave them on the side of the road. One story I think LDF told me this, that they heard from someone who takes care of these guys. They said they found a guinea pig in a dumpster, which I'm still shocked by that. I can't believe someone would do that. And, I think as far as getting, like, medical insurance, you honestly don't need to. You don't need to, like, get shots for them necessarily. or do anything like that. I mean, but like, you can't just leave them by themselves. That's the point I'm trying to say, is that there's a lot of care that you have to give to them. And I think in New Zealand, guys, I'm not joking when I say this. I think there's a real law in New Zealand that they made where by law you cannot have just one. And because they are very social animals, and so they do get depressed is if they're by themselves too much. I haven't necessarily had this problem because I give my guinea pigs so much love all the time, and so they're pretty much with me 24/7. So I haven't had that particularly happen to them, but I have seen them get sad. They do get depressed if they're by themselves too much. So New Zealand made a law, and so you can actually Google this. That's a real law that they passed, saying that in New Zealand you cannot own just one. You need to own at least two. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty amazed that a lot of people buy these at different pet stores, and then they give them to their young kids, and then their kids don't take care of them, and then they will either give them back, or kind of the things I was talking about before that will end up happening to these guys. So, it's best, not saying that these are not good pets for kids. I mean, they definitely are, but you need to make sure that if you're gonna get this for a child, that you need to make sure the child is gonna take good care of these guys, because like I said before, just that they do require a lot of care. You can't just leave them home alone a lot. That's kind of a big drawback, is like when I travel, it's kind of hard for me. So I'll have to either give them to my parents and then they'll take care of them while I'm gone. I've had some friends take care of them for me while I'm gone. You can't just leave them alone and then just allow them to just survive. You definitely need to stay on top of it. Oh, I know, Benny. I know everyone's here to see you, Benny. Everyone's here to say hi to you. I know everyone's here to say hi to Mr. Benjamin tonight. Mr. Benny and the Jets. And I guess the next question that you're probably thinking is, where did I get the name Benny from? You know, that's so interesting, because with my other guinea pig, Frankie, I got that name because my younger sister was actually reading the Frankenstein novel in high school or college. I can't remember which one. And she suggested I name him she suggested I give him the name Frankie. And it just felt right. I just liked the name and it stuck. With Benny, I was going to name him something completely different. And I remember we just got him from the shelter. My mom and I just went and we just picked this guy up, and I held him for the first time in my mom's car when we got him out of the cage. And she just, I don't know, she just thought of the name, if I named him Benny, and it just, I just liked it so much. And it just felt like a perfect fit for him. I wouldn't say his name before I named him Benny was like, I can't remember what it was. The family named him like, I think it was like Cupcake or something like that. And of course he was given to a family with small kids. They didn't end up taking care of him, so they had to give him back to the shelter. And I think his name was like Cupcake or something like that. I can't remember what his name was before Benny, But when I held him and my mom said that name for the first time, it just felt right. It felt like the perfect name. And it was very unplanned because I was gonna go home and I was gonna think about a good name, and then when she said that, I was like, dang, that is such a good sounding name. It just felt like it would fit him very well. So and then every time I say that to people, they're like, hey, yeah, that is such a cool name that you named him that. They'll either bring up the whole Benny and the Jets song, or they'll bring up that one movie with Johnny Depp called Benny and June. And you don't hear that name a whole lot. So yeah, it just felt like it would be a good match. So yeah, that's how he got his name. I know, Benny. You're being so well behaved today. I'm so surprised, guys. He is normally jumping and he's just like all over the place. He's just, it's so hard to keep him still. I'm shocked. He is going for a new world record tonight, guys. And yeah, he's doing a very good job staying in the bed, not jumping around a lot, and I'm proud of him. If you have any more questions, let me know. Because that's why I'm here. I'm more than happy to help answer your guys' questions about taking care of these guys. And yeah, I will say every time I go to the store, people think I'm either a huge vegetarian or something because I'm constantly buying tons of fruits and vegetables to take care of them. And it's so funny because every time I go to the store, people see me buying bags of like different vegetables and stuff, and I tell people, no, I'm not. I just give these to my two guinea pigs. So, and then I think the last question I will end this stream on is that people always ask me this: how many are you going to get? And I will say this: 2 is the max, guys. I had Benny for, not Benny, I had Frankie for like 3 whole years, guys, and I was on the fence about getting a whole nother guinea pig because they are very social animals, and they do require a lot of love and care, and I was on the fence about getting another one, also because you'll see all these people who have guinea pigs, and it becomes kind of like a personal addiction where they'll just buy up so many of them. I see so many people on YouTube who have so many, and it's like, that's great, but I don't want this to become like a big thing. I don't want this to be like where I have a house just jammed full of these adorable guys. So the max for me will probably be 2. I do not see myself getting a third, because especially for the males, even for some of the females, you have to get separate cages for them. So I think the largest expense would probably be buying the cage, buying all the toys and stuff that go inside the cage, buying the hay, buying the stuff that goes down in the cage. You're gonna spend more money on that and more money going to the store buying food for them than you are going to the doctor. So that's where the real cost does come in. But I will say I've found a lot of ways to cut costs for a lot of that stuff. I've learned how to find things for cheap, so it's not like people can't do that. They definitely can. You're going to be spending a lot of your money buying that stuff instead of like going to the doctor to have them get like shots or have them get a lot of care that way, right? I know, buddy. I know. You're being so good today. You're being so well behaved. I know. Everyone's here to see you. I know. And And I think the final question I'll probably tell you guys is, and I get this a lot from new people, is they will say, do your guinea pigs bite? And I will tell you this: no, they do not. I've trained them very well. I will say that he has bit me once when he was very young, and he bit me just once, and it did hurt. I will say this is that when they're babies, their teeth are still very, very sharp. So they're not as sharp now. But when they're babies, oh yeah, their teeth are sharp, and so yeah, they will hurt. But as you see, he is very well trained. Even if I put my hand near his teeth, he will not bite me. So yeah. And I think the final question is if I do give him to like a friend or something and they want to hold him, yeah, my guinea pigs do not bite people. So I have them trained in that regard too. So, but it does take some time. I think with him, well, I was kind of surprised. I thought it would take me a lot longer to train him not to bite. But he learned it kind of quickly. I think within the first maybe 5 days or so, he was already starting to learn that. So, and he's just, and so he's not technically trying to bite me now, guys. But yeah, you do need to kind of train them in that sense. Like I said, he only bit me that one time. I think it was like the first day I got him, and he did bite me. But then he learned not to. So, and then I think the way you do that is you just kind of, it's just the amount of time you spend with them. And so the more time they get to know you, the more comfortable they feel. And that's kind of just how you do it. So it does take some time. I think it took him about 3 months to get to where he's at now. But I've had him for about maybe 2 whole years. So, yeah. I mean, it's all about just spending time with them so they get to know you. But yeah. Let me know if you guys have any last remaining questions, and I would love to answer them for you here. Let me know down in the chat. But yeah, I've also owned hamsters. I've also owned gerbils. Gerbils do not bite as much as hamsters. Hamsters bite the most. Guinea pigs probably bite the least, guys, even though they are the largest. They are just the most gentle. I will say hamsters are not gentle. Hamsters will bite pretty constantly. I've even owned some larger animals before too. But yeah, I will say that's why I think guinea pigs are a good animal for kids, but short term they're not good because then the kids don't end up taking care of them, and then they end up getting taken back, or kind of like what I said before. So yeah, I think they're a great pet for kids. I don't think they're a great like starter pet. I mean, you can give them to kids as starter pets. You just need to make sure that they are taken care of. So, yeah. I know. Is because he had a family of young kids take care of him, and they didn't take care of him so well. So that's why it's very important that these guys go to good homes where they get lots of love. I know, buddy. I know. But yeah, I'm pretty shocked how small his I'm shocked how small his ears are. They are small, guys. They are puny ears. They are the smallest I've seen so far. But yeah, I've always had brown and white guinea pigs. I don't know why. My mom prefers them. And I keep telling my mom, her, the next guinea pig I get, it's not going to be brown and white. And so, yeah, I've had so many be those two colors. I think my mom's just a big fan of those colors. But yeah, the next guinea pig I get, I'll either get it in black or something like that. Something a bit different. It's definitely not going to be like a pink guinea pig, or it's not going to have like weird polka dots on it. No. But I think next time we're going to probably just take a break from the brown and from the white. But yeah, guys, I'm just glad you guys are here tonight. I hope I look good and sound good. Let me know if my mic sounds good. I don't even know if this thing's turned on. So, if you guys can hear this, that means my mic is turned on. Hello, Gigi. How are you? Say hi to Benny, Gigi. Say hi to my second guinea pig, Benny. He's here to say hi to all of you guys. Hi, Gigi. I was so happy to see you in the LDF stream, and I'm more than happy to see you tonight. You always make my day, hon. So glad to see you. Say hi to Benny. Well, I was just answering a bunch of questions for people about how to take care of these. You can go back and watch all of that because it was a mouthful, but I hope you're doing well. I know. See, that's exactly what I said. People always say that they had guinea pigs very young when they were kids or when they were trying to grow up, and that's a very common trend with these guys. A lot of families with young kids get these guys, and then the kids either stop taking care of them, and then they either get returned or they get kind of neglected, unfortunately. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bonk your nose. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Benny. I did not mean to bonk your nose. That is 100% my fault, buddy. He's fine. But yeah, these guys, you definitely need to give them a lot of love. You need to give them a lot of care. Like I said, these are the only true animals. Not saying I haven't seen this in dogs or cats, but I've seen this in guinea pigs so much. It's kind of very shocking is that these guys get so sad and they get so depressed when they're just left by themselves, guys. And I haven't quite seen that in a bunch of different animals. Not saying that dogs and cats can't get depressed, but I will say this. These guys get depressed and you know, that's why you need to be around them. You can't just leave them by themselves for too long, or else they will get sad. And I've seen this happen before where you have two guinea pigs together, and I've heard stories of like one of them will die, and then the remaining guinea pig will not come out. He or she will just get sad, and so guinea pigs are one of the only animals I know that get kind of those real human emotions, and it's so yeah. But yeah, my only advice is that you do have to take care of these guys. You do need to make sure they go to good families. Hi Tony, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yes, this is my guinea pig, Benny. Hi, Benny. Here, I'll try to get him to come more towards the camera so then you guys can see him. But yeah, Benny's 2 years old, and my second guinea pig, for Frank, he is 4 years old. Guinea pigs live about maybe 6 years or so. They don't live too long, unfortunately. So with my first guinea pig, that's about 4 years old. You can definitely tell he's a lot older, and so with him, he's like 1 or 2 years old, and he's a lot younger, and you can tell he's a lot more spry. But yeah, nice to see you, Tony. Nice to see you, Gigi. I know Sanchez came in the chat really early today. Sanchez came in the chat around like maybe 10 o'clock earlier today. So, but yeah, I'm glad that Miss Garcia is here. I'm just glad that I'm testing all this stuff out. I know it's so neat to see my guinea pig. Oh, well, I'm so glad. And these guys are a perfect subject to film and stream. And, you know, Tony, I'm still so new to doing the IRL streaming. I'm brand new to it, man. I've been doing the gaming streaming for a whole year, buddy. So I'm still learning how to do IRL streaming. So I'm taking those tiny steps forward to try to learn how to do that. So I know everyone's so happy to see you. I know. And so I'll say this again, is that my guinea pigs do not bite. I've trained them to not bite. So yeah, it definitely takes a lot of practice doing the IRL streams. This is my second IRL stream I've done. And I'm just taking those small steps to learn how to do it from home before I go out to theme parks and stuff like that. But let me know if the stream sounds good. I know that the framing on the border might be a bit skewed. I probably got that wrong. But hey, we're just here to learn. But yeah, guys, I'm so glad that you guys can see him tonight and he can see you. But yeah. Like I said, both of my guinea pigs do not bite. I've trained them not to, so, and yeah, I think my first guinea pig, it took him a bit longer not to bite, and not saying they bite a whole lot. I think with him, with this guinea pig, I said it probably took him around 5 days to learn not to bite. But then I think my first guinea pig took a bit longer. It took him about like 1 whole month. But yeah, I feel fully confident if I give these guys to someone to hold that I can be sure that they will not bite people. So yeah. I know, everyone's here to see you, buddy. I know. Here, let me try to see if I can point the camera down just a little bit more. Hi guys, say hi to him. I know, everyone's here to see you. Everybody's so here to see you. Okay, cool, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm yelling. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I'm glad you guys can see him. I will say I was a bit nervous doing this, guys. I'm still so new to doing the IRL stuff, so I do get some nerves before I go live. Not doing the gaming. I'm pretty confident doing the gaming stuff, and I know how things will look, how things will sound. But yeah. Oh yeah, Tony, I have a microphone connected to my ball cap right now, so it's coming out of my DJI mic mini right now. Yeah, Tony, I'm glad you said that because I still get nervous doing the IRL streaming. That is actually why I'm still doing this from home. But the next step is going outside to the park and trying to film at the park and stuff, and just gradually making my way up slowly to like theme parks and stuff. I live in Virginia. I actually live near Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Kings Dominion. So those are my 2 home parks. Say hi, Benny. I know. It just said I was so afraid he was not going to be able to stay still tonight, guys. But he is surprising me. He is staying still, staying calm, and he's being so good today. I know, yeah. I get some of that anticipation anxiety too. Not as much like doing the gaming stuff. I'm feeling pretty confident when it comes to like doing like all the gaming. So I'm not like as concerned about like doing that stuff. But it's like more so like trying to learn how to do like all the IRL stuff. That's what makes me just a bit more nervous. So, but so far so good. I know this is all like a learning process, and I was talking a lot about this at the beginning, Tony. about giving people tips and tricks. So if you want to watch that beginning part, I had a whole huge part at the very beginning of this, talking about kind of my journey with live streaming and giving people my advice and stuff. And I'll just say a bit of this so you can hear this. Like I was saying, there's no real like instruction manual how to do it from point A to point B. The biggest thing I've learned doing live streaming is that you just kind of have to talk to people, get advice from people, get connected to people, and they will kind of help you learn the ropes. So, and I wish there was more stuff out there that was more of like a point A to point B, point Z, that is more condensed, that people can learn from, because there's a lot of information about live streaming that there's not like a dedicated class, or like, not saying there's not classes out there. I'm sure you can find them, but there's so many components to live streaming that I feel like I just wish there was something more condensed that would help people get started. Because man, everything I've learned, I've had to learn on my own or through me talking to people. So, and I wish there was a more streamlined way to do that. Because there's been a lot to this that I've learned that I'm like, man, I kind of want to make my own class or something to help people, because I haven't seen anybody truly make something where it breaks the whole process down and then teaches like the whole, just the whole process to people, because there's so many moving parts. So yeah. Gigi says, I also need to try to stay on longer. I think the longest I've stayed on is like 20 minutes. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I'm going past one hour now. And I know for all the theme park streamers out there, it's probably easier for you guys to stream for like 5, 6 or more hours. For gaming, it's a lot harder. It is painfully hard for me to even stream up to 3 hours gaming. That's like my max. I've never gone past 3 hours. Mine are normally like, my normal average is like 2 hours for a gaming stream. And I don't even know how people game for like 5, 6, or even more hours than that. I have a friend of mine named Sky. Here, I'll put his link in the chat so you guys can go check him out. He's a video game streamer from Canada, and he solely just streams at night, guys. I don't know how he does it. He will stream from midnight pretty much every night all the way until like 5 a.m. in the morning. And I don't know how he does it, but he does such a great job. Definitely go check out my friend Sky. I put his link in the chat. You guys can go check him out. He does such a great job, guys. Yeah, I'm just that, guys. I can't even get past like the 3 hour mark because it's just so long, and then I feel so drained. So, but I can tell doing the IRL streaming, time passes a lot faster doing IRL content. So I'm not surprised when I see theme park people streaming for like 9 hours straight, because you guys are out in the real world. You are talking to people, you're doing stuff, you're being more active, and of course you're streaming at a theme park. So of course there's gonna be more things to keep you going instead of like if you're streaming games. So yeah, Slim, hi. Say hi to my second guinea pig, Benny. Slim, he's here to say hi. Nice to see you, Slim. Say hi to Benny. By the way, Slim, I heard you. I started from my speech impediment, guys. I heard Slim in the LDF stream today. And Slim, you were cracking me up today, man. You were saying a bunch of stuff, and everyone in the chat was just having a fun time tonight. I heard every word you said, and boy did it crack me up. I'm gonna have a word with Dragon Blood later tonight, but I'm glad you guys had so much fun. And don't worry, Slim, I didn't get my feelings hurt. You guys made my day. And I hope that for you guys who can see my guinea pig, I hope seeing him will make your day. Gigi, you bring up a good question. You say, I'm undecided if I should stream or vlog. Man, that is a very interesting question. I've done both. I am a professional video editor, guys. That's my day job. I've been doing that for about 16 years plus. Done pretty much everything from feature films, short films, documentaries, commercials. I even started out, not even joking, guys, my first actual paying job was to film professional baseball for the Norfolk Tides, which was the AA team to the Baltimore Orioles, guys. So I filmed professional hockey, I filmed professional football, baseball. I've done music videos for a lot of people. I've done stand-up comedy shows for people. I've done so much. And Kevin Shu was talking to me yesterday, and he's like, why are you on here doing streaming if you have so much experience doing all that? And I was like, because I love talking to you guys. I love all the friends I've made here on this platform. I've loved getting to know all of you. I would say that the most I've learned from streaming is the sense of friendship that you get from it. There's no other platform out there where you can connect to people the same way. So I think the best answer I can give to Gigi is if you want that sense of community, do streaming, Gigi. But if you want to just film your content and then take the time to piece it together and post, and then post it that way, you can do it that way. But for me, I love streaming because you get to connect to people so much more personally. And yes, Slim, I will do the volleyball stream just for you. That was such a fun idea. I'll make sure to find a good volleyball game, and then Dragon Blood and Miss Dragon Blood and I can all play that together for you guys on the channel. I was cracking up when you said that today, man. And man, you brought some big claims into the chat tonight, saying that I'm not good at playing baseball games. Well, you know what, Slim? I'm going to challenge you on that on Tuesday, because I'm going to play the new MLB 26 game that just came out with Dragon Blood on Tuesday, and you'll see my baseball skills improve. So, but yeah, Gigi, that's my best answer I can give to you on that, hun. I hope that helps. So if you want to do live streaming and you want to talk to your fans or people in the chat, do that. And if you want to just make your content and post it, you can do it that way. But I prefer doing the live stream. I think you get to connect to people just a whole lot more. So I hope that helps you. But yeah, I'm glad. But yeah, guys, I think I'm about to wrap things up here. Like I said, to Tony and to different people, go back and watch the beginning part of this stream. I was talking a lot about my journey doing all the live stream stuff and kind of all the stuff I learned kind of along the way. So if you want to hear all that, you can do that too. Miss Garcia, I see you making those chats here tonight. I can see you point blank on my phone. I'm pointing at the comment on my phone, and it says MH is getting roasted in the stream earlier today. Yes, I was. I was getting I was getting barbecued. I was getting so roasted today in their stream. It was redonkulous, but I had so much fun. But yeah, guys, I'm glad that you guys can be here to see Benny. And here I'm gonna pull him around just a bit more so you can see his face. Say hi, Benny. Say hi. Hey, buddy. I know people are here to see you. Say hi. I know. He's so sweet. I know, Miss Garcia. But yeah, I'm about to go live in 1 more hour, Miss Garcia, and I'm going to play some power washing virtually on a game tonight. That was a request from my friend. She wanted me to stream that game, and it's available on, I think, Apple Arcade. So I'm going to stream that at 12 o'clock midnight, my time, on the East Coast time. And so if you guys want to come back for that, you can. And we're going to have some good fun doing that. But I'm glad you guys enjoy seeing Benny. And I'm going to have to put him to bed now because he's getting tired. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. This is such a good opportunity to talk to all of you. I'm glad you liked seeing him so much. I'm glad that doing this made your day, or I did, was successful in helping answer your guys' questions. Like I said, I'll be live in about one more hour or so. But I will see you guys in the next one. Okay? I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I'll see you then. Okay? Bye.